Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, you know what we gonna be talking about today. You know what we gonna talk about. Where are you LeBron James fans at? Where are you guys at? We're going to talk about how LeBron James chokes away another fourth quarter, scores 5 points in the second half, 0 points in the fourth quarter, and once again, the Lakers lose again to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lose another road game. What did I tell you guys this year about the Lakers on the road, man? What did I tell you guys? They're not a good road team that's going to come back to get them. I said this. I have been on the money from the beginning of this season. On the money, guys. And we're going to talk about it in this video, man, because LeBron James out there played the entire second half along with Luka Doncic. We're going to talk about this video, man. LeBron James choking away the game again, man. Stu shot 18 free throws yesterday. 18. Still wasn't enough. We're going to talk about it. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly, truly humbled, man. It really means a lot, man, for real, guys. You guys know the deal. All the true basketball fans out there, man. Like I said, they continue to email me, send me messages. You guys commenting. It means a lot, guys, for real. You guys come through the live streams and support us. Thank you very much, guys. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man. Excuse me for a second. Now, look, guys, I told you. I've been calling this on the money. From the beginning of the season, I told you about the Lakers. We've been talking about it all year. What did I tell you guys earlier? I said, no matter what happens this season, it will not be because of LeBron James. The Lakers are not going to win anything because of LeBron James this year. I said that. If the Lakers do anything, it's going to be because Anthony Davis. That's why I said coming into this season. We called this. I told you. LeBron James, the weak link here. He's not leading a team anywhere. And what did we see during the beginning of the season, the first half of the season? The Lakers were winning despite LeBron James. Despite him, guys. This is why the man had, what do you have, a negative 160 plus minus at one point in the season? I mean, it was horrendous. The worst plus minus of any starter on any of the teams. This is LeBron James finishing the season on a negative 53. And we talked about many instances, LeBron James not getting across half court, right? What did we say at the beginning of the season? What did I tell you guys at the beginning of the season? I challenged LeBron James to play all 82 games. But more importantly, I challenged LeBron James to give the effort on the defensive end consistently. And he can do it, ladies and gentlemen. He couldn't do it. He hasn't done it. He's never done it. And this is what we've seen this year. So I told you guys, LeBron James still not getting across half court, still not playing help defense, still being a sore loser, still not galvanizing the team, right? Still sabotaging his teammates. So the first month of the season, Anthony Davis was the MVP candidate. You guys remember he was top 5 in scoring, top 5 in rebounds, top 5 in block shots, right? He was leading the Lakers, man, right? He was looking like the best two-way play in the league. This is what Anthony Davis was doing, guys. First month of the season. He was actually leading the Lakers, taking more shots on average than LeBron James. This was the first season, guys, that had happened. He had never taken more shots on average than LeBron James in any given season that he's been there. This was the first year that was happening. And like I said, Anthony Davis was getting MVP talk. And then what happened, guys? About a month into the season, LeBron James started to hear the MVP chatter for Anthony Davis, and he decides to sabotage Anthony Davis. This is when you notice a shift in LeBron James. In the beginning of the first month of the season or so, LeBron James was taking, I believe he was taking like, oh man, what was he taking? About 15 shots? I want to say he was taking about 15, maybe 16 shots per game. And then all of a sudden, LeBron James started taking 18, 19 shots per game. Because that's what Anthony Davis was taking. 18 shots to LeBron James, like 16 shots a game. But then here goes LeBron James doing his shot jacking, right? Stat chasing, stat padding, not playing in a system, right? Forcing everyone to bend and, mold and adjust their games to help LeBron James out. And he started to sabotage the Lakers. And the Lakers were winning 2, losing 3. Win 1, lose 1, right? They were just very inconsistent. I told you they couldn't win on the road. I talked about the road games this year. I talked about this stuff, guys. I said the Lakers are going to have to win on the road if they're going to win a championship. I said no matter what, even if they had a home court advantage in the first round, they didn't have a good enough record to give them home court throughout the playoffs. So eventually, they were going to have to win games on the road in order for them to win a championship. That was just going to have to be done. It had to be done. The Lakers are not a good road team. I pointed this out several times this year. How the Lakers are the only team in the playoffs on the Western Conference, 1 through 6, that did not have 20 wins on the road. I told you they were the only team, 1 through 6, that had a losing road record. So when we think about all these things, and then you see what's going on this year in the playoffs, right, guys, it's all adding up. And last night was more of the same. The Lakers can't win on the road. The Lakers are not a good defensive team. LeBron James is the weak link, right? Look at the fourth quarter for the Lakers. A complete collapse. J.J. Redick not making any adjustments. No adjustments. He plays the same guys for the entire second half. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, because they're making excuses now. Because that's really essentially what J.J. Redick did there. He gave the LeBron James people, his fans, the media, he gave them an excuse for LeBron James. So now they can turn around and say, yeah, well, J.J. Redick had LeBron James and these guys out there for the entire second half. Because that's what I heard Kendrick Perkins make an excuse for LeBron James. But we're going to do a separate video on that fool. So, guys, like I said, man, LeBron James choked it up last night. You guys probably know. Didn't do a damn thing out there in the fourth quarter. Took 2 shots. Took 2 shots in the fourth quarter, scored 0 points. 0 points in the fourth quarter for LeBron James, man. And he had some costly, gaffes late in the game there. I watched the end of the game, guys. And there was a couple of plays at the end that LeBron James completely just did LeBron James things out there. I mean, even the last shot, LeBron James didn't want the last shot, so he passed it over to Austin Reeves in the corner for the last shot because LeBron James didn't want that. Because they doubled on Luka. Right? They forced the ball out of his hands. Then LeBron James got it. Didn't even look at the rim. He didn't even look at the rim. See, this is LeBron James. This is what we're talking about when we talk about LeBron James as you shoot the ball with confidence. Right? LeBron James doesn't play with that level of confidence, man. Just doesn't. So at the end of these games, he doesn't have that go-to move to give him the confidence, right? He doesn't work in practice on his game like that. So he doesn't have that inside of him. The other great players, they work on these moves, these go-to moves, right? These things that they can do with consistency over and over and over again. Why? Because they practice these things over and over and over again. They practice these scenarios. So when, like Michael Jordan used to say, I've done this scenario so many times in practice. And remember, these guys used to talk about how hard practice was, that the games became nothing to Michael Jordan. He had already done this in his mind, so it wasn't that big of a deal to him. He wasn't worried about this stuff. You can tell LeBron James is nervous in these situations. He's unsure of himself in these situations. He doesn't have the confidence in these situations. And last night was another example of this, kicking it to Austin Reeves. I'm not saying it was necessarily a bad pass to Austin Reeves, but once again, you're LeBron James. You are the clutch guy, right? They keep telling us LeBron James is the clutch time performer like that. He's on the level of a Michael Jordan or a Larry Bird or a Jerry West, a Kobe Bryant. Some of these clutch time performers. He's not on that level. And last night was just more evidence to put that, that whole narrative to bed, man. Put it to rest. Choking up 0 points in the fourth quarter. Guys, LeBron James scored 5 points in the second half. 5 points in the second half. Insane, guys. And once again, LeBron James shot 14 free throws in the first half, guys. 14 free throws in the first half, 18 free throws overall. But it still wasn't enough to give the Lakers the edge, the advantage over the Timberwolves. And that's another area that I was on the money with. What did I tell you guys a little while ago, some whiles back? And all you guys were getting on me. Oh, Sports and Fitness Rand says not rigged. Remember you guys were crying and moaning to me about it being rigged. And I said to you guys, it ain't rigged, man. Yes, you can say LeBron James is getting help. Yes, we all know that. We can see that LeBron James has help. Right? The referees, the whistle, Adam Silver, we get some of this. He's allowed to travel, carry the basketball, right? He's allowed to offensive foul guys. We get all that. That is all accurate. LeBron James does get some help. He gets help. But it's not rigged. If it was rigged, LeBron James would have been winning championships every year, guys. That's rigging. LeBron James hasn't won. We always laugh about how LeBron James had to stack the deck in his favor just to win. So why would he have to do all of that deck stacking? Why would he need all these trades and free agents, guys, if it was really rigged in his favor? It's not rigged. Yes, there are some favorable calls. He gets help, absolutely. But it's not enough to rig it to the point where he's going to win, guys. And I told you that. And you guys were saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Sports and fitness rants are full. This guy's an idiot. He really doesn't think it's rigged. You guys are not understanding the difference between having help, getting some preferential calls, and getting some free throws, and it being rigged. Because like I said, to me, if it's rigged, right, in LeBron James' favor, then this man would be in the finals every year. But he's not. And he has to rig it. He has to rig it himself. That's the only way that he's won, is by rigging it himself. Not the NBA, the referees. They're not going to win it for LeBron James. They can't. He's not great enough. Think about that, guys. That exposes him more. Right? LeBron James is so great, he still can't win when he gets help from the referees, when he's allowed to travel and carry the ball, and his team gets all these favorable calls. It's still not enough for him to win. And I told you guys it wasn't going to be enough for him to win. And you guys didn't believe me. And I said, don't worry about it, because LeBron James is going to mess it up. He's going to figure out a way to ruin it. So no matter what they do to help him win, it's not enough. That's why you're negative on the basketball court. That's why your team has a losing road record. Right, guys? That's why you're hitting the side of backboards at the end of these games. Adam Silver can't take these shots for you. The NBA referees, they can't take and make those shots. At the end of everything, guys, it comes down to these guys making shots. That's really what it comes down to. Right? You look at the game that the Minnesota Timberwolves lost. The only game they've lost in the series is the game that they didn't make any shots. They just missed all these shots, right? That's how the Lakers really won that game. It wasn't necessarily the Lakers won or the referees robbed the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves just didn't make shots. That's really what it came down to in that game. Because I don't believe that LeBron James is going to lead a team anywhere. And once again, I'm on the money with that one. He ain't leading the Lakers a damn place, guys. He should be playing 20, 25 minutes, taking 10 to 15 shots, right? That's what he should be doing. Playing less, taking less. Because then that way you're not affecting the game as much. You're not goofing it up for your team. Because that's what's happening for the Lakers. They'll blame Luka Doncic. They can blame Hashimura. They can blame anybody they want. They can blame the referees. Right? It doesn't make a difference, guys. Because it's LeBron James. He's the weak link here. And I've been telling you guys this from the beginning. So it doesn't matter what the referees try to do. The man got 18 free throws last night, guys. They tried. But what happened? It ultimately wasn't enough because someone like Anthony Edwards coming through, stepping up. You see, if the NBA is rigging it for LeBron James, guys, if they're rigging it for him, then they have to let Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves know this. It can't just be, oh, hey, we're going to help the Lakers win by rigging the game. You can't rig a game. Like, the Minnesota Timberwolves are not taking a dive here. They're not taking a fall, right? Anthony Edwards is coming at LeBron James. I respect him for doing this. The Minnesota Timberwolves are playing their game. They're playing defense. They're hustling, right? They're using their athleticism and their hustle to beat the Lakers. And the Lakers are being exposed. This ain't got nothing to do with the referees and the rigging of the games. Because like I said, someone got to tell the Minnesota Timberwolves about this. Because ain't no one let them know the games are rigged, that the Lakers were supposed to win. So yeah, we can say that the Minnesota Timberwolves have to beat the Lakers and the referees. But that's fine now, guys, because I told you LeBron James is a weak link here. He's goofing these games up, choking away the fourth quarter again. But they keep trying to sell us that LeBron James is clutch time performer. Really? He's clutch time performer. He's had several opportunities. The last two games, LeBron James has opportunities in the fourth quarter to lead the Lakers to a victory. And both games, he choked in the moments, right? No go-to move that you can do. There's no consistency there for LeBron James, right? And once again, your teammates are not as consistent as they should be because LeBron James doesn't allow them to do this. So they always look for someone else to blame. When it's LeBron James, there's no one else to blame. So like I said, guys, these are the facts, man. The Lakers are in trouble, man. They're in big trouble. Where are the LeBron James fans at? Lakers in 5. Where are you guys at? You know how many comments I got from LeBron James fans saying, oh, you're just mad because LeBron James is about to win his 5th ring. Is he really? Is he really about to win his 5th ring? It doesn't look like that to me. But all you guys talk in the comment section is, Oh, LeBron James about to win his 5th ring. You're just mad. You're just a hater because LeBron James about to win his 5th ring. I don't see any 5th ring incoming, guys. And I told you guys, LeBron James will never win another championship leading a team. Them days is long, long gone. Because if we're really being honest, LeBron James has really never led a team to a championship. What LeBron James has done is he's led his stacked super teams to championships, but no one's impressed. LeBron James has never had to grind out a championship season, man, on an actual, legit team. He never had to do this. He's never earned it. That's why no one respects his championships. So, like I said, if LeBron James ever were to win his 5th ring, he wouldn't be the Finals MVP. He would be riding a bus rider, not a bus driver, right? He would be the sidekick, not Luka Doncic. Just like he was a sidekick in 2020 when Anthony Davis led the Lakers to a championship. Not LeBron James, guys. So where are you guys at, Lakers in 5? Where's Shannon Sharpe at? You see what karma does to you guys? You see what it does? You see Shannon Sharpe and the things he's going through right now? And I don't wish ill on any of these people. But you run your mouth, man. You talk crazy. You think you're above the law like Steven Seagal. You think you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, act however you want, and there's no repercussions, man. There's no consequences. There's no accountability here. And I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe is right or wrong for whatever he got going on in his personal life. But, dude, you talk reckless a lot, man. You judge a lot of different people. You say a lot of nonsensical things. And this stuff comes back on you. And no one feels sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for him not one bit. Because like I said, he's a dirtbag individual, Shannon Sharpe. And the way that he talks about, sports, the things that he said about Michael Jordan and some of these past NBA players, the way that he lies and sells his integrity for LeBron James. I don't feel bad for you, dude. Because you reap what you sow. And these are the kinds of things that happen to the LeBron James supporters, man. Because these people sell their integrity. And they're not honorable. I told you, there's no honorable, classy, respectable person that holds on to integrity that's fans of LeBron James. I mean, look at Shannon Sharpe. These are the fans of LeBron James, guys. Dirtbag individuals. Because LeBron James is a dirtbag human being himself, guys. So how could you respect yourself and follow LeBron James? It doesn't make any sense. You guys know the deal. These are the facts, man. So where's Shannon Sharpe to say Lakers in 5, right? A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. You and me, Lakers in 5, right? I don't even see it, right? Maybe he meant, and I saw a lot of you guys say in the comments, maybe he meant, a lot of these LeBron James fans meant, Lakers are losing in 5. I think that's really what they meant because that's really what it looks like now. And I told you that one win that they got looked like it might have been a fluke win. I told you it was just because the Minnesota Timberwolves were off that day, right? And Luka Doncic had to carry LeBron James and the Lakers to that victory. But I don't hear none of you LeBron James fans talking. He about to get his 5th ring. I guess you got to wait until next year, it looks like, the Laker fans. Or not the Laker fans. I would never call Laker fans or insult Laker fans that way. The LeBron James fans. I guess you guys got to wait for next year. I guess you need a new trade. Or maybe you need a new head coach. Right? Maybe LeBron James needs a new team. Maybe he's got to go to a new team now. Form another super team. Figure it out. Or what he should do, like we're all hoping, is just hang it up, dude. Retire. It's over. The career's been over a long time. I told you guys. LeBron James should have retired the 2018 season, guys. That should have been it for him. He should have retired after that season, man. Or after the 2017 season. One of those years to me, that's when LeBron James should have walked away. That should have been it for him. That should have been the end of us having to deal with this nonsense. But instead, he decided to play all these extra years, and he's done nothing to further his greatness, nothing to further his legacy, nothing to add to it. All he's done is taken away from it. But he thinks putting up some stats and having his son play in the NBA and doing all this weird stuff, he thinks that's actually enhancing his career and legacy, when in fact it's not. These are the facts, guys. These are the facts. You guys know the deal, man. And they continue to make excuses. LeBron James Lakers chokes it away again in the 4th quarter, man. But LeBron James is clutch? Nah, you guys know they exposed again, man. Out there, 0 points in the 4th quarter. Lakers on the verge of going and getting knocked out in the 1st round. When you had ESPN the other day celebrating LeBron James for never going down 0-2 in a series where he had home court advantage. Well, ESPN, what's LeBron James' record with home court advantage? I'm pretty sure he's about to lose another series with home court advantage. I believe this would be his 4th or 5th series that he's lost with home court advantage. Michael Jordan has never lost one. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.